Child Development and Pedagogy, CDP Paper 2. Master Units 1, 2, and 3 for Meghalaya Teacher Eligibility Test and Central Teacher Eligibility Test 2025. Key concepts and most important questions. Covering Unit 1, Understanding Child Development. Unit 2, Aspects of Development. Unit 3, Gender Development. Perfect for aspirants preparing for Meghalaya Teacher Eligibility Test and Central Teacher Eligibility Test 2025. This video includes essential concepts, tough practice questions, and expert tips to strengthen your preparation. Welcome to this power-packed session on CDP Paper 2 for Meghalaya Teacher Eligibility Test and Central Teacher Eligibility Test 2025. In this video, we will take an in-depth look at Units 1, 2, and 3, covering Understanding Child Development, Concepts, Socio-cultural influences, and key factors affecting development. Aspects of development: physical, cognitive, socio-emotional, and moral development, including Piaget and Kohlberg's theories. Gender development, gender identity, stereotypes, biases, and how they influence educational practices. We've also included some tricky and high-yield questions that you can't afford to miss. So, stay with us till the end to gain expert insights and practice tips. Join our Telegram channel for exclusive study materials. Link in the description below. Don't miss out. Let's dive into quality learning resources and ace your preparation. Unit 1, Meaning and Concept of Growth and Development. 1. Which of the following best differentiates growth from development? A. Growth is quantitative, while development is both quantitative and qualitative. B. Development occurs only during childhood, whereas growth is lifelong. C. Growth focuses on cognitive changes, while development focuses on physical changes. D. Development is measurable, while growth is not. Answer: A. Growth is quantitative, while development is both quantitative and qualitative. 2. Which statement about the relationship between growth and development is most accurate? A. Growth stops after adolescence, but development continues. B. Growth and development occur simultaneously, but are independent of each other. C. Development influences growth, but growth does not influence development. D. Growth and development are interdependent processes occurring in a sequential manner. Answer: D. Growth and development are interdependent processes occurring in a sequential manner. 3. Which of the following factors primarily affects growth, but not development? Environmental stimulation, genetic inheritance, social interaction, cognitive learning. Answer: B. Genetic inheritance. 4th. Which principle of development emphasizes that changes occur from the head to the toes? Proximo-distal principle, cephalocaudal principle, hierarchical principle, sequential principle. Answer: B. Cephalocaudal principle. 5. The process of acquiring new abilities and refining existing ones is best described as maturation, growth, learning, adaptation. Answer: A. Maturation. 6. Which of the following is a major socio-emotional challenge during adolescence? A. Development of abstract thinking. B. Identity versus role confusion. C. Industry versus inferiority. D. Intimacy versus isolation. Answer: B. Identity versus role confusion. 7. Which of the following best describes the emotional characteristics of early childhood? A. Increased self-regulation and emotional control. B. Intense attachment to parents with fear of strangers. C. High emotional stability and resilience. D. Predominantly logical thinking influencing emotions. Answer: B. Intense attachment to parents with fear of strangers. 8. During adolescence, which cognitive ability develops that allows thinking about hypothetical situations? Conservation, abstract thinking, egocentrism, object permanence. Answer: B. Abstract thinking. 9. Which of the following best describes the cognitive characteristic of middle childhood, 6 to 12 years? A. Abstract reasoning and hypothetical thinking. B. Symbolic thinking and use of language. C. Development of logical thought and problem-solving skills. D. Inability to understand reversibility. Answer: C. Development of logical thought and problem-solving skills. 10. Which stage of development, according to Erickson, focuses on building competence and mastering skills? Trust versus mistrust. Industry versus inferiority. Autonomy versus shame and doubt. Initiative versus guilt. Answer: B. Industry versus inferiority. 11. According to Vygotsky, the gap between what a child can do independently and with assistance is called Zone of Proximal Development, ZPD, Scaffolding Zone, Critical Period, Learning Gradient. Answer: A. Zone of Proximal Development, ZPD. 12. Which of the following best represents the concept of scaffolding? A. Allowing a child to discover knowledge independently. B. Providing structured support that is gradually removed. C. Allowing trial and error without guidance. D. Setting rigid boundaries for learning. Answer: B. Providing structured support that is gradually removed. 13. Which of the following statements about the role of socio-cultural context in learning is correct? A. Cognitive development is independent of cultural influences. B. Peer interaction does not significantly impact knowledge construction. C. Learning is socially mediated and shaped by cultural contexts. D. Intelligence is primarily determined by biological factors. Answer: C. Learning is socially mediated and shaped by cultural context. 14. In Vygotsky's theory, private speech serves what function? A. Reinforcing social norms. B. Facilitating self-regulation and problem-solving. C. Promoting social conformity. D. Reflecting a lack of cognitive maturity. Answer: B. Facilitating self-regulation and problem-solving. 15. According to Vygotsky, which type of learning occurs best through social interaction? A. Operant learning. B. Discovery learning. C. Collaborative learning. D. Passive learning. Answer: C. Collaborative learning. 16. Which of the following is an environmental factor influencing a child's development? Genetic traits, maturation process, prenatal nutrition, hormonal changes. Answer: C. Prenatal nutrition. 17. Which of the following is considered a biological determinant of growth and development? Cultural background, family environment, genetic inheritance, socioeconomic status. Answer: C. Genetic inheritance. 18. Socioeconomic status affects child development primarily through A. Physical maturity. B. Emotional detachment. C. Access to resources and opportunities. D. Determination of genetic traits. Answer: C. Access to resources and opportunities. 19. Which factor has the greatest influence on language development in children? Genetic predisposition, parental interaction and exposure, peer influence, intelligence quotient, IQ. Answer: B. Parental interaction and exposure. 20. The influence of peers becomes most significant during early childhood, middle childhood, Adolescence. Late adulthood. Answer C. Adolescence. 21st. Fine motor development involves improvement in large muscle movements, coordination of small muscles, overall body balance, strength and endurance. Answer B. Coordination of small muscles. 22nd. Which of the following is an indicator of gross motor development? A. Ability to draw shapes accurately. B. Walking, running, and climbing. C. Writing legibly. D. Fastening buttons and zippers. Answer B. Walking, running, and climbing. 23. Which principle explains that motor development progresses from the center of the body outward? Proximodistal principle, cephalocaudal principle, orthogenetic principle, hierarchical principle. Answer A. Proximodistal principle. 24. The development of hand-eye coordination is an example of cognitive development, fine motor development, emotional development, gross motor development. Answer B. Fine motor development. 25. At what age does a child typically develop the ability to hop on one foot? 2 years? 3 years? 4 years? 5 years? Answer C. 4 years. 26. According to Piaget, which stage is characterized by egocentric thinking? Sensorimotor stage, pre-operational stage, concrete operational stage, formal operational stage. Answer B. Pre-operational stage. 27th. Which cognitive ability emerges during Piaget's concrete operational stage? Object permanence, abstract thinking, conservation and reversibility. Egocentrism. Answer C. Conservation and reversibility. 28. Which concept explains a child's ability to modify existing schemas based on new information? Assimilation, accommodation, conservation, reversibility. Answer B. Accommodation. 29. The understanding that objects continue to exist even when they are out of sight is called object permanence, conservation, seriation, decentration. Answer A. Object permanence. 30. In Piaget's formal operational stage, children develop the ability to A. Think abstractly and hypothetically. B. Understand conservation principles. C. Engage in pretend play. D. Solve concrete problems. Answer A. Think abstractly and hypothetically. 31. Which of the following is a key feature of socio-emotional development in early childhood? A. Development of autonomy and independence. B. Ability to form abstract relationships. C. Emergence of logical thinking. D. Understanding hypothetical situations. Answer A. Development of autonomy and independence. 32. The ability to recognize and regulate emotions is part of cognitive development, physical development, socio-emotional development, moral development. Answer C. Socio-emotional development. 33rd. According to Erickson, which stage emphasizes developing a sense of trust in early childhood? Initiative versus guilt trust versus mistrust, autonomy versus shame and doubt, industry versus inferiority. Answer B. Trust versus mistrust. 34. According to Kohlberg, at which level of moral development does a person make decisions based on avoiding punishment? Conventional, post-conventional, pre-conventional. Abstract morality. Answer C. Pre-conventional. 35. In which stage of Kohlberg's moral development does a child focus on maintaining social order and laws? A. Obedience and punishment orientation. B. Individualism and exchange. C. Law and order orientation. D. Social contract orientation. Answer: C. Law and order orientation. 36. Which of the following represents post-conventional morality? A. Seeking approval from peers. B. Following rules to avoid punishment. C. Making decisions based on universal ethical principles. D. Conforming to societal expectations. Answer: C. Making decisions based on universal ethical principles. 37. In Kohlberg's theory, individuals at the highest stage of moral development: A. Adhere strictly to societal laws. B. Focus on maintaining interpersonal harmony. C. Base decisions on personal conscience and justice. D. Seek rewards for appropriate behavior. Answer: C. Base decisions on personal conscience and justice. Unit 3. Gender development. 1. Which of the following statements best describes the difference between gender and sex? A. Gender is biologically determined, while sex is a social construct. B. Sex is biologically determined, while gender is shaped by cultural and social expectations. C. Both gender and sex are determined by genetic factors. D. Gender and sex are interchangeable terms with the same meaning. Answer: B. Sex is biologically determined, while gender is shaped by cultural and social expectations. 2. What term is used to describe a person whose gender identity aligns with the sex assigned at birth? Cisgender, transgender, androgynous, gender fluid. Answer: A. Cisgender. 3. According to Kohlberg's cognitive developmental theory, which stage occurs when children begin to understand that gender is stable over time? Gender constancy, gender identity, gender stability, gender consistency. Answer: C. Gender stability. 4th. Which stage of gender development involves understanding that gender remains consistent despite changes in appearance or behavior? Gender labeling, gender stability, gender constancy, gender identification. Answer: C. Gender constancy. 5. Which of the following is an example of a gender stereotype? A. Boys are naturally better at mathematics than girls. B. Children choose toys based on personal preferences. C. Girls and boys are equally capable of leadership. D. Boys and girls learn behavior through observation. Answer: A. Boys are naturally better at mathematics than girls. 6. Gender stereotypes often result in A. Increased self-confidence in children. B. Reduction of gender discrimination. C. Limiting opportunities based on traditional roles. D. Higher participation in STEM fields by girls. Answer: C. Limiting opportunities based on traditional roles. Which of the following reflects gender bias in the classroom? A. Encouraging all students to participate equally in activities. B. Assigning leadership roles to boys more frequently than girls. C. Using gender-neutral language in instructions. D. Promoting equal representation of boys and girls in discussions. Answer: B. Assigning leadership roles to boys more frequently than girls. 8. One of the most effective ways to reduce gender bias in education is A. Encouraging competition between boys and girls. B. Using textbooks that reinforce traditional gender roles. C. Promoting gender-inclusive classroom environments. D. Focusing on male-dominated subjects. Answer: C. Promoting gender-inclusive classroom environments. 9. In matrilineal societies, inheritance and lineage are traced through A. The father's side of the family. B. Both the mother's and father's side. C. The mother's side of the family. D. The male head of the household. Answer: C. the mother's side of the family. 10. Which of the following best describes gender identity? A. A person's external expression of masculinity or femininity. B. A person's self-conception as male, female, or other. C. Biological differences between males and females. D. Societal expectations about gender roles. Answer: B. A person's self-conception as male, female, or other. That's all for today's session covering Units 1, 2, and 3 of Child Development and Pedagogy paper, 2 for Matrilineal Teacher Eligibility Test and Central Eligibility Teacher Test, 2025. We hope this breakdown of key concepts and practice questions gives you an edge in your preparation. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, don't forget to like this video to show your support. Comment below if you have any doubts or need further clarification. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated on more exam tips, detailed explanations, and practice questions. Stay tuned for upcoming sessions where we'll cover the remaining units in detail. All the best with your exam preparation. Thanks for watching.